What's going on, brothers? It's Let Me Tell You the Name. Got a video for you. As you're entitled, Fading to Oblivion, Part 7. Here goes. So, there is a tidal wave of church closures. A lot of churches are closing. And it's more pronounced in the black community for the usual reasons. So, I'm going to go ahead and give my thoughts on why this is happening. The reason why these church closures are happening is because for the past 55 years, the feminists in this civilization have carpet bombed and castigated men to no end. So, naturally, men just walked away. They figured since they're getting vilified and demonized and they're beset on all sides with criticism, they figured, why should they put up with that? Why would they? So they left. The would-be stepfathers, the would-be cleanup men, the would-be fools that would lie down and take it, or take one for the team, they aren't there. They aren't there. And in case you're wondering, the building that you see in front of you is not a church. It is actually a clinic for physical therapy. For those who are recovering from accidents, those who have done sports, and those who are recovering from surgery. That's what that is. Now on the video. As far as these church closures are concerned, it's probably more pronounced in the black community because, let's face it, for a long time the black church has turned into a whorehouse. A 501c3 whorehouse, where the pastor pimps out his congregation. He lies to them, sends them on dummy missions, and sometimes knocks them up. And goes so far as to tell the young men of the congregation, brothers, I need you to man up and wipe up these lovely sisters. To which the young men turn their backs. And make no mistake, this right here is not anything new. A lot of young men, a lot of the rebellious types and the intellectual types have been walking away from the church for a long time. In fact, it started many moons ago in the South, where the well-read and some of the rebellious types started asking the pastor the hard questions. One of them being, if the events in Genesis took place in Genesis, especially in Northeast Africa, why are the people on this pamphlet portrayed as Caucasians? The pastor couldn't give them straight answers, so those young men left. And one of those young men that got fed up with that was Dr. John Henry Clarke. He was one of them. Then we fast forward a little bit further. More young men, more men with their start started asking the pastor, where is this money going that we're putting in the collection plate? Where's it going? The pastor couldn't give them a straight answer, so they began to leave. And over the years, more and more brothers started leaving because they realized that most of these black churches are just whorehouses. The pastor's on the grift. And they got wise to that fact. And they also got wise to the fact that they have become victims of psychological warfare. Hence the reasons why the Egyptians in those church pamphlets were portrayed as white, even though at that time, like during that time period, the Europeans did not have dominion over this planet. They weren't a superpower. So we fast forward to today. There are a bunch of church closures. The young men, the productive men, the would-be stepfathers, the would-be useful idiots, the would-be cleanup men are not there. That's why they're crumbling. And as for the black church and those brothers who asked the questions many moons ago, there have been a few who tried to put an African spin on the church to try to get their members back. Where they're saying, well, we've neglected the strong, extensive black history that's in the Bible, but we've incorporated it this time. I'm like, no, it's too late for that shit. It's too late. They've walked away and they're not coming back. And I'm going to say it like this. A lot of people have been fooled over these years. I mean, a lot of people. The average churchgoer does not even understand why they go to church on Sunday. They don't even realize that Sunday is not even a Sabbath day. In 321 AD, Constantine and his mother Helen decreed that the day of rest in the Roman Empire would be Sunday. But before that, the actual Sabbath day was Saturday. That's Friday sundown, Saturday sundown. But Constantine changed it, so for the longest time, all of these people have been going to church on Sunday for this false Sunday worship. He fooled a lot of people. And that mother of harlots, known as the Catholic Church, also fooled a lot of people. And because of their deception, because the leaders of that church's deception, they'll receive the greater damnation. It is what it is. You brothers out there, stay safe. Stay vigilant during these perilous times. Times are tough. And I'm going to say it like this. If you're still wandering around this matrix blind, deaf, and dumb, then you deserve whatever's coming to you. This is the wrong time to be goofing off. This is the wrong time to be wandering around this matrix blind, deaf, and dumb. Stay vigilant out there, brothers. Stay vigilant, because I don't know if you noticed this or not, but before it's all over, religious persecution is going to make a comeback. I know that sounds scary, but that's what's going to happen. Keep your head on swivel, brothers. Take heed. This is Lionel McTowell. That's all I got for you. Like the video, like see you in the commentary, for you to subscribe. If you're doing it, visit my Chain 5 tip jar on the upper right side of the screen next to your bliss icon. Alright, fam. Alright, brethren, you know it's real. Your routine. Go your own way, live your own way. SYSBM, that's for these ditch pigs, these trollops, and these pimp pastors who are angry and frustrated because their members and the would-be stepdads have walked away. Give them nothing. This is McTowell PSA. Morgan State. See you soon.